What's cooking, guys, and welcome to my channel. In today's video I have yet another Starbucks copycat recipe for you guys, and this time it's the Cranberry Bliss bar. Starbucks comes out with this Cranberry Bliss bar every holiday season around November or December, and this is so easy to make at home. This is basically a blondie recipe, which is the opposite of a brownie, but the texture is a little bit more dense and it's filled with white chocolate chips and also cranberries, and is topped with a nice sweet cream cheese frosting. So stay tuned for the recipe. I did notice that a lot of you are watching my videos and my recipes but are not subscribing, so I hope you do consider subscribing while you're here so you can join the foodie family, and also hit the bell icon so you are notified every time I upload a new video. And now let's get baking. So I'm going to start by preheating my oven to 350 degrees Fahrenheit. And then I have a 9x9 baking dish here that I have already greased. And I'm just going to spray a little bit of more oil in there. And with a little paper towel, you can spread the oil around to evenly coat your 9x9 pan, and also removing any excess oil that is not needed. And then you can set this aside for now. And then in a large microwavable bowl, I'm going to add half a cup or 1 stick of unsalted butter, which I already have at room temperature. I'm melting this in the microwave for anywhere between 30 to 60 seconds until it melts fully to a liquid form, and then let it cool for about 5 minutes before adding the other ingredients. And then let's add the other ingredients to the butter now. And I have 3/4 cup of brown sugar. I have dark brown sugar, but you can also use light brown, which is actually preferred over the dark brown sugar in this recipe. Then I have vanilla extract, and I'm using 2 teaspoons of it. I have 1 egg at room temperature, which I have already broken, which I will add in there as well. And then I'm combining these ingredients with a whisk till they are fully combined together. Just make sure, guys, after taking the butter out of the microwave, you do cool it down a bit, otherwise the egg can easily scramble with the hot butter. And then next I'm going to add in 1 cup of all-purpose flour. I also have some salt here, and I'm only adding a pinch, or you can add 1/4 teaspoon. And then combine this again with the whisk till it's incorporated well with the butter mixture, but do not over mix this, otherwise it's just going to become too thick and hard to mix. And next I have white chocolate chips, and I'm adding 3/4 cup of it. Then I also have some cranberries, which are very seasonal right now, and I have half a cup of it. I also have 1 whole orange here, which I will zest to get the orange rind only. We won't be using any orange juice today, so just zest it to get the rind off of 1 whole orange, which ends up being about half a teaspoon, or just a little bit more than half a teaspoon. And then mix this all together with a spatula, not with a whisk this time, to combine everything. But do not overmix, guys, otherwise the batter is just going to be too hard. Once the batter is done, let's put it in the greased baking dish that I prepared earlier. And when the batter is all poured in, you want to flatten out the top of it with your spatula or the back of a spoon. And now let's put this in the oven for anywhere between 18 to 20 minutes. But it really depends on your oven, guys. Everyone's oven is a little different. And after 18 to 20 minutes, this is looking done. Even if it's not brown on the top, I'm going to insert a skewer or a toothpick to check if it is done. And once the skewer or toothpick comes out clean, you know it's done. And now let's take this out of the oven and let it cool in the pan for about 10 minutes. And then I'm going to take it out of the pan and let it cool completely. And while this cools, I'm going to make my cream cheese and white chocolate frosting. For the frosting, I'm going to add in a small microwavable bowl 1 cup of white chocolate chips. I'm going to be microwaving these to melt them, but I will be doing so in 10-second intervals. White chocolate can very easily burn because it's not really made out of real chocolate, It's a processed chocolate, it's not natural, so it can burn easily when it's heated. So I'm taking my time to melt this, and every 10 to 15 seconds, I'm taking it out of the microwave and mixing it really well, and then putting it right back in the microwave for another 10 to 15 seconds each time, keeping an eye out on it so it doesn't burn. Just make sure you have enough white chocolate chips on hand in case you mistakenly burn it while melting. Once this is melted, it's going to look nice and smooth like mine does, and I'm just really glad I didn't burn this batch because I had no more white chocolate chips left. And now in a medium bowl, I'm going to add 6 ounces of cream cheese, which I have at room temperature. I'm also adding some vanilla extract in there, and I'm eyeballing in about a teaspoon. And then I have the melted white chocolate that I'll be adding in there. And with my hand mixer, I'm going to be quickly beating this up for like 15 seconds just to combine these 3 ingredients together. And then I'll be adding in some confectioners or powdered sugar, and I'm adding 1 cup of it here. But if you want it to be extra sweet, guys, you can add another half to 1 cup of it. Then with the hand mixer, I'm going to start the speed on low and combine the powdered sugar with the other ingredients. This made a mess everywhere, and it's going to be thick as you start to mix it, but keep mixing it until all the powdered sugar is combined well and it starts to look nice and smooth. So it is going to take a few seconds to about a minute or so for you to see it get nice and smooth. And now our frosting is done. It's looking very perfect to me, and I'm just waiting for the Cranberry Bliss bars to cool down completely before I frost them. So now my Cranberry Bliss bar, or the blondie, is completely cooled down. So I'm now going to put the cream cheese and white chocolate chip frosting all over it. And then I'm just going to spread it out evenly all over the blondies or the Cranberry Bliss bars, giving it a thick layer of the cream cheese and the white chocolate chip frosting. And of course, you can use however much you need to or you want to, depending on your sweetness level. But this thickness of the frosting is just enough for me for these Cranberry Bliss bars. Once this is smoothly frosted on the top, now I'm going to top these with the cranberries just to give it a little hint that there's cranberries in the Bliss bars as well. And now these are looking more like the Starbucks ones once you top these with the cranberries. And then I had a little bit of the melted white chocolate left, which I reheated for another 10 to 15 seconds so it melts further. And I'm just going to take a little spoon and drizzle the melted white chocolate all over it just to make it look pretty and make it resemble a little bit more like the Starbucks one. And here are my Cranberry Bliss bars, the Starbucks Copycat recipe, which was so easy to make. And it's really just a few simple ingredients that you probably already have. And if you don't have some of the ingredients, they are so easily available in your local supermarket. And especially cranberries are very seasonal right now because they are very commonly used in Thanksgiving cooking. So this is a nice little quick dessert to make for Thanksgiving or even for any of the upcoming holidays that you may celebrate. And I went ahead and cut them into triangular shapes just to make them resemble the Starbucks ones a little bit more. And these look quite similar to the Starbucks ones. So that's it for today's video, guys. I hope you enjoyed my version of the Starbucks Cranberry Bliss bar. If you have had their Cranberry Bliss bar, do comment below and let me know what you guys think of it. If you enjoyed today's video, make sure to like, comment, share, and subscribe. It really helps me out here on YouTube and with their algorithm so that more people can watch my content. Thank you always for your support, guys. I'll see you in the next one. Until then, take care of yourselves.